First thing is first. I want to let you know first of all, I want to say have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I'm SHU, AMUN Ra. And before I get into this lecture, I want to make things correctly stated. What I'm not. Because I find out that we seem to keep putting images on people, and that is not the case. It's not the case. We got a bad problem of doing this. And it seems like no matter how much you explain things, people gonna think the way they want to think, regardless of how you try to explain it. But I have to inject certain information so you will not get a misunderstanding. Now, I'm not your reverend. I'm not your preacher. I'm not your minister. I'm not your deacon. I'm not your pastor. That is out the way. I am not your scholar. I'm not a scholar. I'm not your archaeologist. I'm not your astronomer. I'm not your mathematician. I'm not no scientist. I'm not no social studies teacher. Let's get something straight and clear. I'm just a messenger. My own opinion on history. My own opinion from the books I read. My own opinion on my research. You can take the information if you choose to and follow it, but let me make it clear. I don't want you to follow me. I don't want your money. I'm not claiming no status quo, period, but I'm just a messenger because I feel in my heart that I need to send this message out to the melanin race. Not the fact that they're asleep. It's that the fact they need to understand how the world is working. How the world, or the people that's controlling the world, the masses, lied. Now, saying that, going forward, gods and goddesses, kings and queens, brothers and sisters, however you want to be called, I am giving you this information. Understand the world. Understand who's ruling the world. Understand that the black man and the black woman once ruled the world. When the black man and the black woman once ruled the world, was it always peace? No, because evidence shows there were wars. Many wars. We don't have no accurate fact, no actual fact how many wars took place, but we know for a fact, scientifically, archaeologists, facts that left evidence that are in museums that there were wars. So, to say that, to say this, as black people, or melanated people, we should be very proud that the information that we got now, we can reconstruct the way we think. We can reconstruct the way we think. Let me say it to you one more time. We can reconstruct the way we think. Now, I'm going to drop it down to you deep. Now, either you're going to listen or you're not. When it comes to the system of things, no one can escape. I'll say it to you again, but in a better references. When it comes to the system of things, the average person cannot escape unless you're on a remote island, and that island has not been inhabited by no instruments, no internet, no cell phones, no TVs, not even any outsider stepped on that island. That indigenous people live and have lived there for hundreds of years or thousands of years. Since we now got that out the way, we got some people say we're living in Babylon. I want to get something clear. We all are in the system of things. We all live in the Babylon. You can't escape that like that. You can go out to one of the remote islands and get land. You can go to Jamaica, Tola, St. Croix, St. Thomas, and somebody allow you to buy their land or some acres, and you could take a group of people and start your own movement. But let's make it clear. The minute you begin to use any objects, cell phones, TVs, radio, even tools. Yes. If you go to any store and buy a hammer, nails, sword, you are using the system of things to help build your home. If you don't cut down a tree or several trees and begin to build a tree from your own hands, if you don't take a stone and tie it around a wooden bark, and you tie that stone around by using vines, not string, vines that's laying around in the woods, and then you begin to break other trees, that is going pure natural. But if you sit up in here and you go to the store, the hardware store, and you buy anything from the hardware store, you are participating in the system of things, or Babylon, as you call it. The reason why I am giving this sermon today, or lecture, or message, which is really a message, is because we got all these different religions, so many different groups out here that's trying to revamp their mind, reconstruct their mind. And this is a good thing, because when you start doing studying and research on your own accordance and educate yourself, re-educate yourself. You're beginning, and you will understand that black people has been under a spell. And so many names, we call it the Willie Lynch, the curse, God cursed the black people because of the story of Noah, and one of the sons made fun of Noah, and then God decided to curse that son, and these are stories. That God actually said, listen, I cursed the black man forever. Because if that's the case, you wouldn't have no rich black people. You wouldn't have any rich black people living a luxury life, or heavenly life, if you will. So, I want to explain about the system of things. And I'm going to explain it and try to do the best I can. Because I want you to understand something. So many of you want to have the spirit of the African spirituality. Whatever system in the African system that you choose to follow, even religion. I'm not saying religion is a bad way to go. No, I'm not saying that. But in religion, there's a lot of issues and problems that man created on his own. He's not following the natural way of life. I've told you this before, and I'll say it again. I don't believe in religion, but no one ain't gonna tell me don't read the Bible. No one's gonna tell me don't read the Quran. No one's gonna tell me don't read the book of Jubilee. No one's gonna tell me don't read the book of Enoch. And so on and so forth. Because knowledge is infinite. And to not read is basically playing yourself out of position. When you play yourself out of position, do you make yourself look like a fool? No, I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying, you playing yourself out of position, it's a dangerous thing. Now, when I say dangerous, I need you to understand something. Is that, excuse me when you see me dumping the time, you got to understand something. Living in the system of things, which we all live in the system of things. I don't care how deep religious you think you are. I don't care how much books you read. I don't care. If you didn't make the chair that you sit on, if you didn't make the couch that you sit on, if you didn't make the TV set that you watch programs on, if you didn't make this camera, cell phone, refrigerator, oven, if you didn't do none of these things, you are participating in the system of things. You go into the supermarket to get yourself some food. Even if you go to a slaughterhouse, who's slaughtering the food? You only can be as free as it is because it's too much. We are surrounded by the system of things 24/7. I heard a brother sitting up there talking about, oh, Khalid Muhammad would have never agreed to watch the Black Panther movie. See, when you get brothers to get deep, real deep, they don't stop bringing, they wait for people. And if you listen to them, they're correct to a degree. And when I say listen to people, because people say, I'm going to go see Black Panther, because there's a lot of people that are comic book heads. But the brother made the statement, well, you talking about you follow Khalid Muhammad, but you're going to see Black Panther, and that's a white movie because white people made the movie. This is where you're going to easy get yourself caught out there. According to people sitting up there trying to be systematically deep. Now, the reason why I say that is because this here. If your coat that you wear or your clothes you wear is not from Africa, so Khalid Muhammad, where did he get his suits? Was he wearing any Brooks Brothers suits? Was he wearing any fancy name, Italian name suits? Yeah, listen, it's easy to drop dimes and nickels on people. Huh? What car was he driving? Was it an African car? Huh? What microphones he was using when he was making a speech? That the microphones was made in Africa? See, you don't want to talk about these things. You don't want to really address the system of things. You don't want to do that. We would rather point the finger and say, what not, should not we do? Everyone is in the system of things. If you didn't build the building that you're in from the ground up, right? Now, there's water, pipes, there's electricity and gas. Oh, you shouldn't use those things because they're part of the system of things. But you're not thinking about that, are you? You haven't really sat down and think, are you truly following your faith? You see, we want to put pedestals and put people on these pedestals and then snatch their feet right from underneath them. How can you escape the system of things? Then you want to take scriptures and use scriptures to justify the things you do. And say, this is why we need to use these to be able to speak to the people. Well, according to history, according to the story, they spoke loud enough for the people to hear them. And if somebody didn't hear them, I guess somebody else in that crowd would explain what was told. Because living in the system of things, you think you can escape? The only way you truly escape is in the mind and death. And let me get one thing straight. If any one of you, and with you all, every last one of you, every last one of you, I don't care what religion you come from. I don't care what culture you come from. If you using paper money, if you using paper money, I don't care what country you come from, and you using paper money to buy things, and then you got nerve to sit there and talk about who's more righteous than the other? You using Babylon's money to buy food, pay rent, huh? Oh, we don't want to discuss that. You don't want to discuss that. You using Babylon's money. You ain't create the money, huh? For what I see is white men's faces on the money, right? But you need that money to do what? To provide for your family. Oh, but we don't want to discuss that. Oh, do some of you got cards? Huh? Is some of you got money in the bank? Huh? Do some of you have bank cards in the white man's bank? Huh? Do you have your money in the black-owned bank? Have you created your own bank? Are we being serious? Do you have your money in a black bank? Is there a black bank near you? Go online and find out the nearest black bank. Oh, the percentage of the black banks have went up. But let me ask you this question. Again, do you have your money that has white people's faces on it that you keep claiming your religion, your faith, but you're using the Babylon system products? Because none of you are going to the manufacturer and building nothing. That's real talk. That's real talk. That's what you're not talking about. You all having meetings. You all having all these different conversations. The buildings that you have these meetings and giving them money so you can have these meetings in. Did you build your own congregation? Did you build your own constructive buildings so you don't have to worry about that? Oh, wait a minute, hold on. You're going to be using electricity. Is it your electricity that you harnessed? Are you going to use a generator? Well, where are you going to get that generator from? If you decided to use a generator. Did you create the generator? The light bulbs. The light bulbs. Are you going to buy candles and put candles all over the place? See, I begin to understand every day, history? Oh, history is something else. When I begin to understand that history, it tells you a lot of things. And we, as melanated people, oh yeah, we powerful. Oh yeah. We have a lot of misconstrued information. And we are spewing out information, but not checking ourselves. Oh, no. You're not checking reality. Because you live in the Babylon. You can't escape that. You can go to one of those remote islands. And I'm not talking about the one that the people don't know nothing about no TV set. That have nothing but doing any instruments than man-made. I'm talking about the people on these remote islands and all they know is nature. You ain't gonna get on those islands. But you wanna go to, like I said, Jamaica, St. Croix, St. Thomas, Puerto Rico, these islands, well, they had man-made instruments, functions, cell phones, wires, huh? And you keep talking about what? Babylon, the system of things. You're using these things, but then you're going to try to use the scriptures to cover up why you should use these things. You're not walking pure. You're not being pure. Going way out there into Tibet. Way out there in Tibet and how they live. Are you? Are you going to Tibet where candles all over over the place. They're not even supposed to kill a roach. Now, the reason why I threw that in there because they live in pure, according to some of the records. Huh? Let's be honest. Are we telling the truth? Are we? We're sitting up in here blaspheming one another, saying God's work. What God gave us are the Creator. Because God, the word G-O-D is just a title. Is specifically mentioning this one supreme being, that the supreme being is unknown to man, because no man, according to the records, have seen God and live, or which I call the Creator, because the Creator created the universe according to how I feel in my deity, soul. We live in space. We live in space. What else that's going to tell you? You live in space. That's 3 rocks from the sun. Who am I? We can create other people. With a one man, one woman, they get together and they can create life. That is God-like power. A woman carries the seed in her womb and be able to carry this baby for 9 months and still do activities. These are God-like powers. How we can misconstrue this? How we can sit there and put a bow around it and act like it doesn't matter? A life form that is a blood cell that hits an egg, it's blood, and it hits it and it develops. And it begins to transform itself. Metamorphosis to a cocoon, like if you will, inside this woman. Now remember, the woman herself, her energy level to sustain this child, to help it to grow inside her, her energy level has to double, quadruple itself to keep this baby alive. That was God-like powers. You think I'm sounding crazy? Nah. We've just been thinking so low of ourselves. We truly forgot what the Creator gave us. This is part 1. I'm SHU, AMUN, Ra. I don't believe in religion. I believe in the Creator. There's nothing else.